sometimes there's certain videos I can tell like you should give me this one, like it'll do better. It almost always does better, you know what I mean, than the artist page.
Do you shoot videos for artists and not put it on your page at this point?
No, I haven't. I did one last year for like one of the biggest albums of the year, but the song got scrapped like a couple days before the album. But certain situations like that, yeah, I'll do it.
So you got paid?
Yeah.
But the song never came out?
The song never came out, and it was like big album of the year.
And you signed an NDA, so you can't tell us what?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
How does that feel as a creative that
so brutal.
You thought of this as not just a project you were doing for somebody, but this is like charting the progress of you as a video editor throughout your career, and that this was an important step to just not have that come out?
It was, dude, that video would have been a life changer. Cole told me that too. I showed him the video and yeah, it sucks, dude. It's the worst. Like I was super sad for a little bit. Yeah. But like, I don't know. You just got to trust that another one like that is another unicorn video will come along. Yeah. Because there's a lot of stuff like doing the channel thing. The amount of stuff I've passed up that like I'll tell someone, they're like, what? Like Blink 182? Like, you know what I mean? And they just like lose it because like they can't believe. But I care about the channel. I want to put people on and like have it be for people who really need it, or like some cool cultural thing like Zach with FTP and Sosa and like what we did there. Yeah. I don't know. I want it to like mean something. You know what I mean? How'd you get approached about that in particular, even though we're now going super out of order, but I'm just curious. Zach just DM'd me and I was at lunch with my mom. I was super hype. He said he had a track for me. I know what he does, so I knew it would be something cool. Yeah, I actually have to have that conversation with him because I want to know what like the business model is for FTP Records and how he plans on going with that. Yeah, I think if he just keeps dropping, he'll get big offers to furnish a full label or something along those lines. Definitely. Yeah. But I wonder what his deal is with Chief Keef, because I know they've been friends for a long time, but I mean, obviously Sosa can do whatever on his own as well. Yeah. He sure can, yeah. Getting that video was like, wow. Yeah. He was like the one that when I was doing those, getting high and doing those psychedelics and like thinking about how I wanted to do this, I was bumping Sosa and like yelling, "Saul's why," you know what I mean? Like, so that was like a full circle. Yeah, dude. And he was so cool, bro. He was so cool. Yeah. Like the green screen fell over. We had a green screen popped up in front of his house. Sosa goes down and he starts picking the shit up and picking the pieces up. I'm like, buddy, it's weird to see him be a human being. Right? Yeah. I'm like, pal, you're Chief Keef. Like, get a grip here. Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit, that's sick. But so, okay, back in the early stages after you did, who'd you say, Doo-Wop and Candy Paint? And then where'd you kind of go from there? Like the early days, I'm interested in like what the sort of progression of artists was. Just grinding, like go shoot something, go back home, work on it for way too long, and then go shoot something. It was like the people like ATL Smook, like Boof Boy Icy, like that kind of scene. The scene has changed so much, like, you know what I mean? But it was people like that, yeah. And those people helped me start this for real. And then a big turning point was like NGYL probably. Because do you guys know YL? He's a South Carolina rapper. He was on tour with Uzi for Pink Tape. Him and Uzi are like best buds. Okay. But we did a video called Catch a Kill, and there was a couple videos like that were like actual good videos that kind of more underground people started to. Right. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Like when you're talking about having like whole videos that you did not come out like that is such an important part of being a young person trying to make it in the game or whatever, is that you just have to be willing to accept a bunch of disrespect and a lot of wasted time along the way, because like nowadays if somebody doesn't show up for an interview, like it sometimes can be kind of frustrating, and like my ego almost wants to step in and be like, well, him, or like I'm not going to show up for this again. But I always just try to like fight back against that, and like that's why Dex has rescheduled on us 5 times over the past couple months, you know? Yeah. And that's somebody that I've done content with like a million times, but to me, it's like, whatever, bro, just schedule him again. Like I'm down to keep trying. You know? Yeah. It changes. I mean, you can also, is it more that like you feel established now, so you feel like okay about? Yeah. But part of me is just like, in order to be a person doing content in hip hop, you just have to be down for a whole bunch of because that's 100%. Just how people are. Like people are just hella forgetful, they're hella late, and you just gotta be flexible with it, you know? That's what it is, dude. That's what it is 100%. We were supposed to have that video out. It was supposed to be performed on Saturday Night Live, the single that we did, and the video was supposed to come out the day before, obviously. And the writer's strike made that not happen. Whoa. So let's get AI going to replace these. I feel it. I'm kidding.
So yeah, because like one thing early on, like what I was watching, you were doing your podcast too. So that could you say your journalist side? That's what made you always wanted to be in the podcast space as well.
Yeah, I just listen to so many like you listen to so many so many hours of editing all accompanying a podcast. Like I went through all of it, you know what I mean? I searched all like the old interviews that you guys did and comedy podcasts and stuff. So I was like, let me give myself something more to listen to and to like other editor kids like me who might, you know, be interested in whatever artist I'm talking to and shit. And it's fun. Like I like doing this shit. I really like it.
Yeah. One thing I tripped out about, you said like you actually like will listen to podcasts while you get interviews.
Yeah.
How does that work? Because
you have to, bro, like editing it's hard to make something good. It's hard the discipline to sit there is longer hours than, I don't know what. There's other art forms. Okay, whatever art form you do that takes longer, like it's fine, but takes a long time, takes a lot of hours, and I gotta force that inspiration. You know what I mean? Because if you lose it, like the shit sucks.
Yeah.
But you have to maintain it for hours. So you got to have some music playing, or like be in silence and just feel it within you, or have someone talking who really speaks to you, whose journey you might relate to in some way, like. You know what I mean? Because if that inspiration isn't there in the moment, then it's gonna show on screen.
Yeah. What is like your process when you're editing a music video? Because I've edited a lot of vlogs and shit over the years, but I've never really edited anything that wasn't like chronological. So when you're sitting down, if you had to kind of like break it down into phases of what the edit looks like, because a lot of your recent videos especially have just like the most insane special effects, and I can't even imagine what goes into that. Like, is there an order of operations of how you kind of think of it?
Yeah, there's like two genres of videos I would say that have different orders of operation. One is like full underground. It was me with my camera. I just have to sauce something and make it crazy. Like the Yeet videos were all that shit that I was doing. Those I just get as high as possible the whole time I'm editing, and just everything VFX to cutting all comes together at once. Like I'll put a clip down, completely sauce it out, do the transition, whatever, and then that's the only clip. There's no other clips in the whole time, and then I'll start with another clip, and then I'm just watching it over and over, and then okay, this could come right after, and then it slowly, like the puzzle starts to build. It's very inefficient, but like it works with making the shit look, like forcing it to look cool. And then the other version is like the Chief Keef video. There's a little bit more infrastructure there, and I can just lay out the whole thing, like, and then put notes of what happens. Like in this green screen shot, he's on top of the building, the bullets fly toward the camera, this and that, transition here, this and that. And then we take that, and that one I had a VFX team to go through each thing and work on it together. But a lot of times it's just me like willing it to be something cool, like from like regular footage.
Right, because yeah, some of the biggest videos that you've shot, it's basically just the performer in a room, and then you just have to go fucking nuts in post to make it stand out.
Yeah, which figuring out how to do that is a challenge every time, and that's where this stuff comes in.
You're a real big believer in weed, huh?
I mean, for that kind of editing, it's a superpower a little bit.
Why do you think that? It makes you more creative, or it just helps you do boring shit for a long period of time without freaking out?
Because that for sure. But you have to spawn something cool from regular or shitty, badly lit footage, you know, in a underground studio or something. So to spawn something cool that's also tasteful is a hard line to walk that the Kush helps.
Are artists like giving you like concepts of what they want, or you're just like
nah, for the most part, no. For the Glock video, we got on the phone and we came up with the idea together. That was really cool. He's super creative, like super fucking creative, especially for a street artist.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I feel like for you, one of the best things that could happen to you is basically like finding an artist early on, shooting their videos, and then having them kind of blow up from there. Is that pretty much what happened with Yeet? You started working with him before he truly blew up?
Dude, I truly blew up, yeah, but like to the scene, like to you, I'm sure you knew about him, knew he was the hottest thing moving. I was late, in my opinion. Like I was late, and I was lucky to get those few videos because he didn't like owe it to me, and he would have gone where he went probably. Yeah.
Not that late. It was still a little early though.
It was early to the layman, but not to the people who knew, you know what I mean? So for him to do the videos and people always ask like, why aren't you working together anymore? Like, bro, he doesn't owe me shit. He went so astronomical. He did 3 videos with me, which is awesome, off a great album. Like, what more do I want?
What if he hit you up and said, I want you to do, you know, the lead video off my next project, but I want to put it on my channel? Would you still have to stand on business?
I would have to stand on business, but I would probably do it, but I would probably find some way to snag some content in a way that's like okay and tasteful. And
would that be like, in your mind, it's like, well, it's a really, really good look for me, and then it's also like I kind of owe him for all the shit that he did for my channel.
For sure, and also, I mean, a BTS video of that, like a full-fledged out like 20-minute BTS video of that could go hard, with like narration before and the whole thing. Yeah.